Okay, I gotta give you guys an update. I just got off the phone with the principal from the other school that I'm trying to switch all of our kids to. I gave him all of my, I wanted to go in person, but he clearly just wanted to talk on the phone about it. So fine. I lay out all my points. The fact that I'm a teacher, the fact that Arthur has struggled since starting school. I started him when he was meant to be started, right? He's a November baby, so I started him when he was 3, and he turned 4 in November of that first senior or junior kindergarten year. As I taught him for 2 years, I saw that he was at the previous year's level. He's basically 9 months behind, which makes sense because he was started early. And the only reason they start these children early is because their birthdays fall before Christmas. And it is really just a measure to keep kids sorted in their system. And he tries to tell me that all the research says that children should be kept with their age group. And I was like, exactly. And I'm like, he's basically, he's 3 months different from the previous year, so he should be with them. And he's like, no. All the research says that he should stay where he is. No, actually, there's research coming out more and more saying that kids who have been in this system all the way through have struggled their entire school career and even up until applying for university, because now they're competing with the next grade, basically the next grade level, right? They're competing with their quote peers. So Arthur would be competing with all the other grade 12 kids, except that he really should be in grade 11. He was started early. So now he's applying to university with grades that he's struggled with all the way through. And that's what they're seeing with these kids who started young. Their entire school career is a struggle to get them through. Why are we pushing these kids a year early? Instead, if our system, okay, I get it. In other countries, their school year goes by the calendar, right? So like in Australia, they have a break over Christmas because that's their summer. So it makes sense to go by Christmas because that's the calendar year. Here, our year starts in September and ends in June. So you would think if their birthday changed over the summer, that would be the indicator. Not Christmas. Christmas doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And instead now, I have to fight to get our kid tested, to say there's something the matter with him, to get him an IEP, which is called an individual education plan, to adapt the curriculum to him. So he stays in the grade that he's in, but everything gets geared now down to him, rather than just putting him down one grade in the first place. And then nothing would have to be geared to him. They'll put kids up, right, who are gifted, who are brilliant, and the curriculum needs are not, or their curriculum is not meeting their needs. So they put them up a grade, right? So to challenge them that much more, and they do great. Why are we not doing the same for these kids who we've shoved ahead early for our calendar purposes to keep our paperwork straight, and then we're trying to like gear everything to them with an IEP? There's nothing the matter with him. He's just too young for your grade.
So I've just told Arthur here that he's not going to be able to switch schools. He's going to have to stay in his current location, and this is his reaction. How do you feel about this?
Very, very, very sad.
Why don't you like the current school you're in?
No friends. Lonely.
Do you remember why we were switching you, or trying to switch schools for you?
Wrong grade. Horrible at school. Should have been in kindergarten.
Well, you would be in grade 2 this fall if you had been placed like I wanted to. Instead, you're going into grade 3. And they're going to tell you that there's something the matter with you. But Arthur, there is nothing wrong with you. I don't want you to think you're dumb or stupid or an idiot or retarded or whatever other names that the kids try and say to you. There is nothing wrong with you. You are younger than them. That's all. That's the only difference between you and the other brilliant children in your class, because if you were in the previous grade, like your cousin, you would be brilliant just like them. You are brilliant.
I just don't fit in. They all make jokes.
This is socially affecting him, Brad.
Well, what do you want to do about it? Go to the...
There's nothing we can do about it.
We can go to the press, but the thing is, if we go to the media and all the local press and make a big fart stink about it, you're just going to make an enemy of that principal anyway.
Well, not to mention, all of the kids will know, and he may be made fun of even worse, right?
If it was a case of the current principal not wanting to release him or something like that, or the school board saying no, but the current, like the new principal being on board, that'd be one thing. But when even the new principal has his forehead set like a stone against what we're trying to do, there's nothing we can do about it. We just gotta. This is the thing. I've never liked the public system. Never. I mean, I think that it's good for most kids, but I've never liked it personally because it's like trying to hammer sometimes a square peg into a round hole. Not everyone is a circular peg, like a cylinder. Some people are triangles and some people are squares. And the system is really not designed for all kinds of kids. And the whole thing is, it's like a factory, an assembly line. You just, kids come in, go in one end and come out the other. And that's, and sometimes kids don't fit their mold and they fall through the cracks and they get neglected and they don't get the education they should be getting, and then that ends up affecting their entire life. But they don't really care because enough people are successful in their system that they can, if there's an acceptable loss rate.
That's exactly it, like a business.
And Arthur is seen now, I feel, as an acceptable loss when this principal not only wouldn't listen to you as a parent,
but
wasn't willing to listen to you as an actual accredited teacher.
No, he ignored that. Like the fact that I said that I was a teacher, right? And then he's like, as a parent, I'd be saying, if my child's not meeting the certain curriculum markers, then what's wrong? Why is that happening? And I'm like, yeah, but as his teacher, I could see why he wasn't meeting those curriculum levels. It's because he was too young. He was meeting those levels 9 months later. Oh, guess what? That's because you put him in the year too early.
And you said that to him, right?
Oh yeah. And that's when he just went back to, I can't take the kids.
So you're dealing with someone who's not listening. They're just not listening.
Yeah.
They just have decided, and there's nothing you can say. There's no magic words that you're going to be able to say that are going to be able to change that person's mind. You're just stuck with it. So we're stuck with, our substandard principal who clearly doesn't listen to the parents.
Yeah. Because the school won't take them, basically. The new school said, because of numbers, we can't take any kids from the other school. That's it. So even if I wanted to help you, I can't. Such an easy way out for him.
It's enough to make me want to homeschool again.
I can't.
We can't fit the table that we used to in here again.
That's not why.
That's not why, buddy. Anyway, I don't want to film anymore today.
Mom's too busy.
All right.
Mom's too busy, so it's Dad. I don't want to film anymore though, so let's just cut it off here.
Okay.
You want to cover the lens, bud?
Cover the lens.